Calling all gamers. Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? Am I visible? Hello. How's it going? Hello, Kettenkrad. I remember seeing you in the last stream, I believe. I do remember you. Hello. Nice to meet you again. So this is a special stream. I haven't been streaming because I've been making a video on the Blade and Sorcery 1.0 release. Nice, nice. Epic. I have created a video. And the idea here is I have a premiere set up for the video. Blade and Sorcery. We're gonna watch that. Okay. And then I'm going to open up the save file that I have for the video. And we're going to go over some things. If anybody has like some questions or whatever, I'd be happy to answer. But yeah, that's the plan for today's stream. It's not going to be a very long one. It's going to be like a couple hours maximum. But what's Blade and Sorcery? I'm so glad you asked. Let me sign into my YouTube studio here. Boom. All right. Here's all the where all the magic happens. So, Blade and Sorcery is a VR game. There's our premiere that's set up. Blade and Sorcery is a VR game that I happen to really like. And I have something somewhere. Here we go. I made a video a long while ago on it. This is not a very good video. Don't watch it. But I can give you a better idea of Blade and Sorcery.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be...
It's a little loud.
What's up, everybody? Today on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? Today on my...
Skip the intro here.
What the hell? What? God.
Oh, he's gonna turn that into a flying machine for sure. But let me. Here we go.
Oh, that's scary. Shoot me! I dare you.
This is Blade and Sorcery. That is a fucking wheelbarrow. That is correct. Yeah, you're entirely correct about that.
No, stop! Don't fireworks, dude, in my room. No, give me that. No.
That is Blade and Sorcery. I made a video about it, a little 8-minute video. But it's like it used to be like a VR sandbox game, right? Where you had your blades, you had some magic, and you just kind of like beat up people, I guess. But now there's like a progression system and there's actual skills and stuff. So it's pretty cool stuff. Mentally ill caveman try to fight in 1407.
I seem to have broken the game. And my neck. Welcome, ladies in geometry, to Blade and Sorcery, one of the games ever made.
It's one of the games ever made. That's actually entirely true.
Game where you can master the blade, wield magical powers, kill with magic, kill with Harry Potter wand, achieve the miracle of flight, kill with taxes, crash your computer, boot up Blade and Sorcery again, and kill. You should be sensing a pattern now.
So, I had a kill. So I have like a series called the With Memes series where I just kind of shitpost the entire time.
We spawn in.
And that's...
Eventually. Hello, sir. Your Prime subscription has expired. Would you like to renew? Ooh, ha. Unguard, fucker. Death. It's free real estate. After acquiring a better blade, we use our Genevan gravity magic to take this man onto the euthanasia coaster, which is a real thing. Look it up. Better call this a 2006 film directed by Zack Snyder, because this is 300. Fuck. As you can...
So... It's like, yeah, it's so bad. It's awful. My editing has come a long way, and so has my voice. Good God. This video is, it says a year ago. How long did it actually? August 26, 2022. It's almost on guard, fucker. It's almost 2 years old. Which, actually, I thought it was older than that. Yikes.
You can see this woman was very angered by my comments, so I forced her to do the whippin' nene before throwing her body into a pit of doom. This is the best game ever made. Next, we steal this person's swords before making like Venezuelan inflation.
That meme is entirely too loud. I regret making that so loud. I'm gonna go turn on a fan. It's hot in here. It's not because I'm embarrassed. Close my closet as well.
And raising this man's soul to heaven. Avadica, fuck you.
That's so bad. That's literally not even funny. It's literally not funny.
Use the force, Harry. Oh shit, look at all these people. T-pose gun, activate.
So, what this mod, the Harry Potter wand, installed AC, set AC too cold, got sick. Darn. It's really the AC that gets you. So this Harry Potter wand is a mod that I had installed, and Petrificus Totalis just makes people T-pose.
Oh fuck, there's too many of them, bro. Oh, what the hell am I gonna do, man? Oh no. Oh, I wonder how this is gonna affect the political climate. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh god, hands up, don't shoot.
Yikes.
Oh god.
This went on for too long. I would have cut it like 3 seconds ago. But it like continues.
I am the greatest swordsman that has ever lived.
If you showed this to a peasant from the 1700s, their heart would explode. Their heart would explode from cringe.
Next,
no comment.
Down to the...
What the hell is...
So, okay. I'm sorry to subject you to that. The game actually bugged here.
Down.
I probably, if I had done this today, would have made this more obvious, because it was like for 6 frames. But, I walk into this room, and as I cross the threshold, this happens. Not the Dante Devil May Cry green screen, but this, I just, the void appears.
What the hell is...
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened? Stealth attack.
And then I have Shadow the Hedgehog.
Now you must pray for your sins to be forgiven.
Wand's not doing anything.
Son.
Just Michael Jackson noises. Just.
Ah, I see. The back rooms have struck again. Thanks, Bethesda. Just use the Kamehameha wave. It's the best move in the game.
This is unbelievably cringe. This is bad. This is bad, chat.
You know, it's not that loud if you think about it.
So This isn't modded. This is actually in the game, and it's actually in Blade and Sorcery currently. But if you want to go watch the rest of this video, you may. I sing at the end of it. It's bad. I logged into Madeline's account and made her comment this. Send me the link. Just go to the YouTube channel. You'll find it. Promise. You'll have to find it if you want it. I am unable to give that link to anybody. But whoops. That's not what we wanted to click on. We didn't want to click on that. Might be. We want to go to our premiere. There we go. So yeah, we're just waiting. The quest shall begin. But what's up? What's up? Please give me your queries. Send me your questions. 11 minutes. Yeah, true. Had a friend of mine make this thumbnail. It's simple, but it works pretty well, I think. Wordle? Oh, actually, you know what? Sure. Yeah, the thumbnail is pretty sick. It's just like a basic like Canva thumbnail, but like the blood splatters, the shadow background, the glow. It's pretty good. The purple glow around the guy. It's good. It's good. All right. Okay. That's me. I've always started with a particular word, and I've forgotten it because I haven't done Wordle in a long minute. Grunge. Let's just do waste. That covers a couple vowels. S and T's, pretty good. Not a single goddamn letter. Not a single one. That's just slightly unfortunate. Well, we know that it's not W-A-I-S or T. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Guys, it's pretty good. I can't do fridge, obviously. The A not being there. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Let's do an E word though. That's another A. But most words have A or E. Screw it. Okay. Hey. That's so good. Reset? No, there's no T. No T or S. Remy. This is hard, low-key. They always are. They always are. Rebel? Let's see. We haven't tried B, we haven't tried L, and there could be a second D. Hey, you know, how have I not gotten a single yellow letter? What is going on? All right. It's not revel. Renew? could be renew, because there's that second E. There's only so many words that have the double E. Like that. I'm gonna try it, yeah. Not renew. That's crazy. Have you figured it out? No W. Ah, shit. Yeah. I should have caught that one. That's my B. Remy. It's not repel. No. It's not V, not Q. Definitely not that. I can brute force this. It's not repel. Regen. Just brute force it. It's easy. What is this word supposed to be? My head hurt, my brain's expanding. I'm okay at these. I'm not particularly good at wordles. Maybe something with Q? That'd be a weird word. Something I've never heard of. Repent. I might have to give up on this one. This is hard. Reset. Regen. Oh wait, I already. Oh, it's not a word apparently. Gamer brain. Rejej. Wrecked. Refer. It is refer. Dang. So much for being a native English speaker. Yeah, seriously. Actually, big stupid. Jeez. We're actually so bad. There's a League of Legends one where you guess a different champion every day. Narutoodle. I guess there's one for Naruto too. Never played League. Wow, couldn't. Oh, this is an old champion. Jeez. Old champion. We're thinking like it's a male, not mid laner. Shaco? Not ranged. How old is League of Legends? Like 2009. Well, actually. How did it not just give me the answer? What? It's 15 years old. So yeah, 2009. Wait, not 2009. Is that how old they... Yeah, 2009. It says 2009 here, so we'll just go with that. 15 minus 24. Yeah, League of Legends is fun. Especially nowadays. There's a lot of good stuff going for it, but I can't blame you if you don't like League of Legends, to be honest. Let's get this chat box properly situated for our premiere here. Vice City, my beloved, first game ever played. Grand Theft Auto. How young were you when you played Vice City? Not into fantasy stuff? Understandable. Some people don't like some things, and that's okay. Fantasy is a very popular genre, of course. Save your eardrums from that. Too dumb to do missions, so you just drive around. Yeah, fair enough. That's what a lot of people did in GTA, especially when they're young. They can't comprehend like the missions. They can't comprehend the dialogue or anything. Whenever Big Smoke says you gotta follow the train, they don't understand that you gotta follow the damn train, CJ. I brought snacks. Accidentally buying the strip club, that's crazy. Alrighty, here we go. I will be quiet for most of this. Ooh, my bad, I muted it. So fun. Blade and Sorcery. What was probably my most anticipated game of 2024. As some of you may know, the 1.0 version was released to extreme excitement from fans of this IP. I have been playing this game since mid-2019, and have been following it since. With the 1.0 release, the price went up to $30 USD, and some may be wondering, is that worth the price? Today we will answer this question among many others as we go over my first impressions with the release. This is intended to be a longer video where I go over everything, including previous updates and my own nitpicks. So, let us begin at the beginning.
Round 1.
Hey guys, Editing Hayden here. This video is going to spoil
Hello, Jeff.
Crystal Hunt. It's going to spoil the bosses, the secret endings, and a good chunk of the endgame abilities. Anyways, enjoy. The biggest and most anticipated update with 1.0 was the addition of Crystal Hunt, a game mode that ditches the normal sandbox gameplay of Blade and Sorcery in favor of progression and progress. It starts off with you customizing your guy, as well as picking what your starting stone will be from body, mind, fire, gravity, and lightning. This will only decide your starting stone and will not lock you out of any other paths. Being a sword and board girly myself, I picked body. Empowered melee, weapon abilities, and stealth, definitely my jam. Air, lightning, gravity, no crystal. Let's do body. There are 78 skills to unlock that are all tied to these 5 different trees. A huge deal considering only one update prior there weren't any skills. You do have the option of skipping the tutorial, which is nice, but I decided to go ahead and do it to get the full experience. We spawned into the game, and it seems we've shipwrecked onto this island in search of something.
Sure.
We have no armor, no weapons, and no magic. We are quite destitute. If you are reading this, you made it alive to the island. Congratulations. Head toward the gate inside the cave. You could not possibly miss it. If you see
I see you later.
activate, then
See you
our
later, man.
contract still stands. Beware. It is not safe around here. The weather around here is unforgiving.
Have a nice party.
And outlaws are constantly looking for more shards, and could be around now that we're gone. Next to the note was someone's body, and a rusty knife. Oh, shoot. He is dead.
He's dead.
You okay, buddy? Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Goodbye, goodbye. I like this bit a lot for some reason. I don't know
Better
why.
this than nothing. Soon we also learn that we aren't the only ones in search of this island. But why? Either way, we need to take them out.
Shards mean money. Centauri forces will pay the boss good money for those things, and that means we get paid too, you morons. Get yourself to that island and see if the rumors about a crystal deposit are true.
They're in search of shards, planning on selling them for money. Well, those shards sound kinda nice, so I want them for myself. Hey there, buddy.
Later, hater. Idiot.
Idiot.
Hey! Finally,
Very
I can
nice.
see what they've been protecting this whole time. I know what this is. Some notes nearby say it's a door. Such an exciting time. I believe we finally found it. Here they are. The doors to the Amanara Nar Kaya's farm. If my translations are correct, this is the best time in history to be an archaeologist. I am so happy I was accepted into the Dalgarian Preservation Society. This is a dream come true.
Good for him, man.
The tablet here also speaks on some sort of ritual for granting blessings. The crowd was cheering for the candidates to the Zorik Valmo Riln, all lined up in front of the gate, ready to receive their blessings. Will one of them prove to be the Kemenet's vessel?
Average London
Time
experience.
will bring justice. The crowd began chanting the gift of the Sword of Na. and there was hope in all their hearts that the time of the Kemenet would soon be upon us. 6 trials, 1 path to rebirth. Rebirth of what? A god? Kemenet. This door holds some kind of deep secret we'll have to abandon for now. Every now and again, I'll make an aside comment about a mechanic of the game. This is one of those comments. The locomotion in this game is very good. It always has been. The physical interaction between objects and climbing feels very nice in VR.
The physics is amazing in this
It
game.
does feel like the game is your own jungle gym sometimes. It's an extremely satisfying system. That being said, there is a fair amount of jank. I've gotten my hands clipped through roofs and walls a number of times. Sometimes you can clip them back in, but at one point I did have to reset the level because of how stuck I was. Part of me understands, however, because VR is an extra layer of bugs due to how in-depth every interaction needs to be programmed. Anyway, aside over. We follow this trail of blood to another note next to this house. Parian. These archaeologists are talking about crystals and shards a lot lately. I think it would be a good idea for you to bring some of your crew here to check it out.
Check it out.
This house is our base of operations for the game. Any items stored in here will have their locations saved and will stay where they are between levels. But this place is special for another reason. We have received a crystal
Lots of reading in the
core.
beginning.
It's just one, but even that is a minor miracle. I suppose that since the Queen needs us now, she's going to turn her head at something. At least more than she usually would. Unfortunately, I tried to activate the monolith by placing the crystal core on the receptacle, but it did not work. The fact that I lack any ability for sorcery might be the problem. We know sorcery. Oh yes, this is an upgrade tree. Having an upgrade tree be tied to physical 3D space as opposed to some UI menu was genius. This is where we found the body crystal core that we selected at the beginning. We only have 1 skill right now, but as we complete challenges and collect shards, this will grow into a very wide collection of skills. For now, we pick up Dive Strike since it's the only one available. This allows us to stab in a downward motion to launch while airborne. This is a very fun skill for both traversal and attacking. Being able to Superman punch someone and kill them is goddamn hilarious. Though it is very hard to get the gesture to work consistently at first. We have a lot of things that need to be done if we are to uncover the secret of that door. So we head out and... oh, a note. Hello, mate. Welcome to Aradin. Seems we have a mutual friend in the Dalgarian Preservation Society. As a personal favor to Athelin, I'll be glad to meet you and offer some guidance on the task that lies before you. When you are settled, take the small boat that's docked at the pier and come meet me at the Baron's Bounty. It's my store located on a small island nearby. Cheers! They made him canon. That's awesome. The Baron owns the shop that you buy things at as the player. It features a fully voiced NPC that reacts to what you buy, which is really cool. Following Warpfrog's philosophy here, it's not UI driven. You physically shop around after physically selling your items. It is quite satisfying and takes full advantage of VR as a medium. Oh, and if you go around the shop, you can steal the Baron's hat from early access. For right now, we don't have much money at all, so the Baron can only really offer us some exposition to the world.
I don't need to tell you that the mainland is a hornet.
After that, we get to dive into the real meat and potatoes of this game. The dungeons.
Round 2.
In order to uncover the mysteries of that door and sorcery and such, we need to find map pieces by clearing our way through dungeons. You'll find NPCs here guarding their valuables that you get to dispatch how you see fit.
That means we get to kill things. Killing, yay!
Sup? Sir.
Will you ever stream Mind Gang? I probably will. I could.
That's awkward. The environments of these dungeons are varied and beautiful. You have so many different environments that seamlessly transition between each other. Previous maps from the early access, of course, make revamped returns, with new decor and optimized graphics.
That map is very pretty.
Side note, some areas are water-based, and I am very, very badly thalassophobic, and these areas trigger it really badly.
This.
Oh no, I hate this. Oh, fuck this. Get me up, get me up, get me up, get me up, get me up.
Genuine reaction. That was my actual reaction.
Kill me, please.
Everything set out feels vibrant enough to give me a good sense of immersion. It really feels like Warp Frog cared about this part deeply enough to give us a good experience. Not only this, but some areas have little side areas with little loot stashed away. Gives you a good reason to explore these nice environments that are set out for you. Also, speaking of which, the looting system is fucking awesome. Like the other systems that are not UI driven, it is physical. You take the loot from each chest and stash it away yourself into your inventory. The loot goblin in me is very, very happy for this feature.
What do we got?
Another thing that makes me incredibly happy is that there is a lot of lore in this game. I still play some League of Legends, and I'm used to the incredibly deep lore of that game. So having little notes scattered around the world and dungeons is really nice. My only complaint is actually on my end. My Quest 2 isn't able to get the full resolution because it's a Quest 2. This makes it difficult to read the notes sometimes, and it kind of hurts my eyes. It almost makes it not worth it to read the notes.
The crowd was cheering, and there was hope in all their hearts. that
Bro.
The time of the Commandant.
Bro can't read.
Again, this isn't any fault
Audio
of me at
warning.
all. This is the fault of Meta for making PC cables... Wait. $80? Anyway,
All right.
you fight through these dungeons, loot, and do your best to keep your health high with your very limited amount of healing items. At the end, you get this huge influx of money and loot, and one of the map pieces. Collect enough map pieces, and you can make your way to the Dalgarian dungeons. These are special dungeons, with their own map sets, loot, and enemies. The Dalgarian dungeons take the normal environments that you're used to, and cranks the grandiose dial past 11. Massive chambers with well-placed decorations and environmental storytelling. I can only describe them as extremely grand and fascinating works of art. Some chambers even have these really fun gravity pillars that you swim through to traverse, which gives a completely indescribable feeling. By the way, the Dalgarians were definitely just a bunch of people playing D&D. All the Dalgarian relics are just dice. Like usual, you slash and destroy your way through enemies using your skills until... Oh wow,
This kinda looks like a boss arena.
Holy shit. Running! This is, as the community calls him, Hector. He is a giant golem and is the boss at the end of every Dalgarian dungeon. Everybody say hi to Hector. Oh, isn't he just a cute little baby girl?
Hi, Hector. Oh, shit.
His attacks include, but are not limited to, stoning you, exploding himself, and just straight up beating your ass. This is an incredibly well-made boss fight and takes advantage of everything the game lets you do. Your goal is to hit all these purple crystals on his body, but some of them are shielded by these crystals.
It works.
Meaning, yes, you're gonna have to climb all of them to get them while dodging Hector's assault. The main purple crystals can be accessed in a few different ways. You can climb Hector's body, which I do not recommend.
Awful.
Or you can hit those blue crystals to jump on top of him and get an easy shot.
I'm getting that one on your back, Hector. I'm getting both of them, actually. See you later.
This boss fight is very good in virtual reality. It's genuinely such a good boss fight.
After all the targets have been destroyed, you can put an end to Hector for good. This is a prismatic crystal. We can bring it into this shrine to unlock another path, or further our current one.
It's so epic.
With a second body crystal, we can fuse them together like this. Doing this unlocks the next tier of progression within that path. Being the way that I am, I fully unlock the body path. At this point, I'm going for an unstoppable force of nature with extremely heavy armor kind of thing. In addition to Dive Strike, I get Bouncing Shield, Intimidation, Ranged Expertise, Second Wind, Skulker, Wrestler, and, one of my favorites, Martial Protege. The skill that lets you chop people up using knife hand strikes.
It's so brutal.
I'm really glad Warp Frog went with the approach of every skill being a new ability of some kind. It adds a lot to the progression. I feel like I'm really becoming a stronger warrior with each upgrade and each new thing I can do. Every option you have builds upon the other to form a new combo. Using Bouncing Shield, I can throw my shield and still have it come back to me if I need a defensive option. Or I can combine Gravity Imbuement with Bouncing Shield to do this. This is just one tree, and I can already see the combinations forming in my mind. But Warp Frog, you see, are freaks of nature. They made fusion skills between each tree that combine the effects from both trees. My favorite of which combines body and gravity to make the Gravity Punch, a powerful move that sends people absolutely
So good.
flying. There's fusion skills between every single tree, and I won't get to see all of them in this playthrough because there's so many. And as another aside, this patch actually removed mana from the game, so you are allowed to cast to your heart's content. By the end of the game, you're going to feel like a god. But our good friend Hector is here to humble us.
He shoots a laser, dude. How sick is that?
What is this?
What?
Feeling good.
Did you pass the QTE chat?
Hurry, get up there.
Gotta climb his body. It's so cool.
This section kind of bleeds out from the previous one, but it deserved its own section as we dive into...
Round 3.
By the end of the game, you really do feel like a god. You have enough powerful tools to deal with any situation that comes your way. With this overwhelming sense of power comes the game's most powerful faction. The Eye. The Eye are sorcery-worshipping cultists that huff more than your fair share of shards.
Not only are they the most well-equipped faction, sporting heavy armor and very fancy weapons, but they also liberally use sorcery, including upgrades you can have as the player. This makes them a more than formidable foe against your godlike power. Not only that, but when you return from your 5th Dalgarian dungeon, they are waiting for you and have found your home island. I had that on. Did not expect them to be there.
Talion, the archaeologist we captured finally gave up. She gave us all the information that we need. The location that leads to the Amanara Nar Kaya's farm, and the lair of the Kemenet. I selected the best sorcerers to follow me. We will catch the Kemenet directly where they hide. Under the eye of Kaya's Far, we will prevail.
Whatever this door is hiding, the Eye have a vested interest in, and they need to be dealt with. Fight time! They disable my my gravity sorcery there, using lightning. Looks like we managed to clear them out. We have only one more dungeon that we need to complete. Then we can finally uncover the truth of this door that everybody seems to be after. And then we unlock the door. At last, we can uncover this secret. All the fighting and blood. All the struggling and killing. For this. You'll peep this transition. Boom. What is this place? This blade, I don't understand. No. No. This can't be the end. Not after everything. No. No. We died. This is actually what happens at the end of the game. You're not exactly supposed to know what's going on until you read some stuff, which we do in a minute. We have been sacrificed, torn apart by this great spire. But why? Well, to answer that question, we have to dive into the lore of Blade and Sorcery.
The lore! Sorry.
Thank God the game lets you keep all the notes in your journal. Kemenet is a god. A kind and wise god that was told to be reincarnated into a mortal over and over again. The Eye desperately want to end this cycle. Kemenet's reincarnation is to complete the 6 trials in order to prove their power and prove they are the true reincarnation. Honor us of your presence, and let us witness the reunion of the Jekarozin under your ruling. Come back to humble us and continue your eternal cycle, O Kemenet. That's what you're doing as the player. Completing the trials as the reincarnation of this god. But why have we been killed at the end of the game? That's because the story of Kemenet is a lie. A complete fabrication by the Dalgarians. Lamoshi, I have received your last creations for the Kemenet project. Excellent work. I loved every single bit of it. I believe it is exactly what we need. I especially appreciate how you use some of our real names in your lore. This is excellent. Naming the goddess after our neutron star is a brilliant move. In a few thousand years, I expect high-ranking individuals may look at signs in the sky, and that would confirm their beliefs. Absolutely brilliant. The Dalgarians were faced with a problem. The end of the world as they knew it. In order to combat this, they sacrificed individuals with powerful sorcery to keep the world in balance. They built the Trials, Hector, the Machine, and the story of Kemenet. What would you say is the core reason for the Kemenet project to exist in the first place? I believe it is naive to put trust in the goodwill of humanity. I believe we are easy to corrupt, and I believe power will change anyone. I also believe that those who seek power are easy to lure. Any individual able to manipulate sorcery well enough will soon find themselves seeking more and more power, if they did not receive proper training. We are all well aware of how long and difficult our sorcery training is, and I do not believe this will hold forever. Luring powerful sorcerers into believing a prophecy in which they are the most powerful being and are set on a great destiny is the best way to make them do exactly what you need from them. They used it to bait powerful individuals with the promise of glory and the prize of the Sword of Na. The Dalgarians' constructs are thousands of years old by modern times. How many hundreds of individuals were slaughtered by this false cycle in order to maintain and preserve the status quo? If all this is true, we need to tear it down. We need to end the cycle. It may mean the end of the world, but I really want that sword. One of these documents mentions an emergency shutdown sequence for Project Kemenet. Required tools and personnel. Kendalarim imbuing toolings. Zenkalarim imbuing.
I mean, can you really blame a man?
Rim imbuing toolings.
Can you blame a man for
We know
wanting a
that
sword?
Those 3 ancient words are what the Dalgarians called fire, gravity, and lightning sorcery, respectively. They needed to imbue something in that chamber in order to activate the shutdown sequence. That's it. It's time to put an end to the Kemenet cycle.
Perfectly timed audio cue with the music. This is a secret ending for the game, by the way. I do it specifically like this so you can come back and kind of like look and see what to do.
But yeah, we're tearing this thing down, bro. It's going.
Oh.
Another sick transition. It's over. And our reward, the Sword of Na. The one thing the Dalgarians didn't lie about. But was it worth it? At last, we find ourselves at the end of this video. While I am wrapping things up here, I'd like to go over some nitpicks and gripes before I reveal my final verdict. Sometimes collision can be wonky. I
Like that.
mentioned my hands clipping through walls and ceilings. Additionally, I have clipped out of bounds completely only twice in the making of the video.
Uh-oh. That's probably not good. This is terrifying.
There have also been whispers of the AI being too easy to defeat, which can be fair, but I also think these are criticisms being expressed by those who have played Blade and Sorcery for years now. I'm sure those who are new to VR and to Blade and Sorcery itself would have a very rough time since they don't really know how to cheese the AI. All things considered, I don't have too many complaints to levy, and that is because Blade and Sorcery is an absolute blast of a game. The childlike joy I feel using my awesome powers of sorcery to take down hordes of enemies is unmatched in the VR space. Not only that, but VR has been fully embraced by Warpfrog. Shops, loot, the upgrade system, lore, all integrated into physical space. The environments and dungeons are beautiful in a way that only this team can make it. Lastly, this game is the biggest fulfillment of a power fantasy ever. This game is clearly a labor of love by the developers. So in that same way, this video is my labor of love to you, Cosby, Baron, and Warpfrog developers. Is Blade and Sorcery worth the new price of $30? Yes, without a doubt. It is, and if you have access to VR, you should go and buy it. So, give me a moment here while I open up Premiere Pro. And we're gonna take a little peek at some of the stuff. I forgot I can just swap it over to this one. How you doing, Chad? We're gonna look at some of the edits, and like if anybody has any questions in chat, they can ask them. But you know, I want to be very transparent with, like, you know, the stuff that I do and all that good stuff. You know, don't want to gatekeep the editing techniques and things like that. Not that I did anything particularly fancy in this video. Still loading up. Here we go. Go. Pause that. Swap over to here. Sick. Okay, say hello to the project. This is it in all of its 35-minute glory. Yep. I suppose let's just take it from the top, you know. This entire sequence was just like gameplay bits that I spliced up and grabbed. Yep. Nothing much to talk about here.
Wondering, is that worth the price?
So originally this bit right here looked a lot more. It was a lot more obnoxious. I sent the video to my friend Sean and another friend to kind of like give me some pointers. They both independently said, "Hey, this is obnoxious. Please change it." So this part, I just go like,
Guys, editing Hayden here. This video is going to spoil Crystal Hunt. It's going to spoil the bosses, the secret.
you get the idea, right? But in this one, and I will play it in all of its glory.
And my own nitpicks. So, let us begin at the beginning.
Round 1.
Audio warning, by the way.
Warning. This video will spoil Crystal Hunt, especially the endgame section of the video. You have been warned.
So, you know, maybe they were right about letting me know about that.
Endings and a good chunk of the endgame abilities.
I just realized that my screen is not full screen. You know what I mean? Gotta make it smaller. Smaller. That's better. Continuing on. Here's this bit. This, of course,
A sword and board girly.
is, I mean, everybody knows what this is. It's a Virgil meme. Except I cut it short. Yep, all 78 skills, baby. For only like the first 2 recording sessions, I had my phone set up on a tripod, and I was actually like recording myself play. Yeah, so we only have like a little bit of footage of that.
Hey there, buddy.
I didn't want to do too much of that and distract from the rest of the video. It says recognition here because this area right here, this gate, was teased in early access. You know, like update 11 or 10, I think it was. They added like the home area, and you could look around and you'd find this, and you'd be like, "What the hell is this?" And it didn't do anything at the time because Crystal Hunt wasn't out yet. But now, well, we know what it does, don't we?
Kemenet.
Boo. Yep. Okay, here. The Baron.
Hello, mate.
The Baron is a cool guy. He is the mascot of Blade and Sorcery. He's funny. But they made him canon in the game. That's the NPC. That's the Baron right there. Also, this part, I couldn't resist making the cyberpunk meme.
I don't need to tell you that the mainland is a horn.
After that, we get to dive into the real meat and potatoes
Don't blame
of
me.
this game.
The
The
dungeons. Oh my god.
Round 2.
It's like that was me. That's from Undertale. Or Deltarune, rather.
That's awkward.
I just find that so funny. He's just zapping his friend, and I'm like, that's really awkward, dude. That you're doing that. Okay, this. A lot of people are gonna say that this reaction is like extremely played up. This was my in-game reaction. You can hear it. This is the clip right here. This is literally it. And it's yeah. It's pretty bad.
Oh no, I hate this.
I'm terrified of deep water. It's
Oh, fuck this. Get me up, get me up, get me up, get me up, get me up.
yep. I talk about the looting system. Loot Goblin comes out to play. Turing. I'm a little bit embarrassed that I read this so badly. But again, couldn't get the full resolution because I'm a broke boy and I don't have an index, and link cables are $80. These Dalgarian dungeons are so cool, man. The sense of scale for some of these things is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Oh,
Oh, isn't he just a cute little
he's a
baby
little
girl?
cute little guy. Ah, shit!
His attacks include
This is awful. Never climb Hector's arm because he will like swing you around and your camera follows the angle and it's absolutely horrid. Ugh. That's bad to just look at. Look at that angle, dude. That's literally the worst thing in the world. This boss fight's very fun. Hector is like 4 of you tall. It doesn't really come across in the video, but he's massive, and you can't really get that sense of scale outside of VR. It's insane. This cutscene's really cool. It's got epic music. I did ask the Baron if I could use the music in the video, and they said yeah. I use it a lot in the video. All the skills. Frick yeah. Okay. This thing. I have no idea if this was a bug or if this is intended behavior, but the bouncing shield gravity imbuement combo just it's so good. Yeah, in the arena doing some punchies. This song is a song called You Want Gnomes from Everhood. Go check that out. It's awesome. The amount of impact that that gravity punch has is it's ridiculous. So Hector has 3 tiers. Tier 1, he doesn't have the laser. He only chucks rocks at you and tries to hit you. Tier 2, he has that laser beam and throws rocks at you and explodes and zapifies himself. Right? You saw here, makes it hard to climb him. Tier 3, he has like a plasma beam that melts you, and also he throws flaming rocks that explode, and also whenever he explodes, he actually explodes instead of just a gravity pulse. It's insane. They didn't have to do all that. Also, I love this meme. Dang it, I'm getting actual news. No, I don't want this. Ugh, never mind. There's a Tucker Carlson meme where he's where there's like a Sonic edit.
Its own section as we dive into
Part 3. The Eye. These guys are actually kind of intimidating because you see them all around the place and you don't see them like actually in person until endgame.
the eye.
The Eye. They've got these like super heavy plated armor that only they wear. Let's see. I was reading that. This guy's got it. It's actually harder to push enemies over, even with like the gravity pulse, when they're wearing these heavy armor. And look how like intimidating that is, dude. I mean, I gravity punch him into the atmosphere, but boom. Awesome. I also hit like this sick clip on him where I and then riptide him forward. This whole sequence is really cool, but you guys want to hear a secret? Little secret. You'll never unsee this. I had my mouse on screen the entire time. I tried to limit my use of these clips because of that. Recording VR is difficult sometimes. It really is. The video was going to be slightly longer. I was actually going to go through the entire final dungeon that I did, but that's actually like 3 dungeons because right, you have to unlock the last dungeon, so that's 3 maps that you have to get, and then the final Dalgarian dungeon. So I was just like, I don't want this to be a 50-minute video. Much violence occurs, and then we go into the cinematic shit. Yes, sir. So my understanding of this event is that I'm not sure what I did here. We'll just hit him with that. My understanding of this event here in lore is that there's too much magic in the world and it's got to be vented off into space by like sacrificing a super powerful sorcerer. And if they don't do that, the world will end. I don't know how. I'm not that deep into the lore. But yeah, that's what you do at the end of the game. Unless you do what I did and you go and do some research and destroy the spire. And then right here, the music
Activate
is...
the shutdown sequence.
That's one of the like mainframe things that are in the actual spire. That's the thing you have to imbue. And there are 3 of these blueprints that each tell you the order in which you must imbue them to activate that shutdown sequence. This whole bit right here. That song. That song is called Annihilation, and it's actually what plays during that scene. It is so stressful. And especially when you've got this like giant machine exploding behind you and you have to run away and that song is playing. Bro. You don't know stress. Oh, speaking of the machine spire thing. This thing that you're looking at, the scale of it is absolutely enormous in VR. That thing that I'm looking at it's impossible to like convey a sense of scale without you actually being in the game. Because like it's bigger than a skyscraper. You look up and you crane your neck upward, and you have to keep going and keep going because it's just that tall. You just have to keep looking up, and eventually you just look stupid. This transition was cool. I did it before as well, but I literally just waited in this clip for what did I just do? I waited in this clip for the light to come up from the teleporter, and then I crossfaded it in. This isn't even the part. It's right here. Waited for the light to come up and blind, right? Crossfaded in. Boom. With that. And then it blows up. And then you've doomed the world. By the way, I do have footage of me actually using this sword of Na, but I decided not to put it in the video because for the sake of the cool ending.
Bulgarians didn't lie about. But was it worth it?
But was it worth it? Dooming the world for a sword, was that worth it? Probably. It's a really cool sword. So the Sword of Na in-game acts as both a staff, a high-tier staff, and a high-tier sword. So it cuts things really easily, and it remains imbued for a very long time. But also, whenever you hit it onto the ground, it has the slam effects of the different staves. So it is, as some have said, it is the blade of sorcery. It's... I wonder if Na means sorcery, but... yeah, there's this ending bit. This was funny. I actually just clipped out of bounds and was trying to get back in and didn't...
Have clipped out of bounds completely only twice in the making of the video.
Which is true. I only...
Uh-oh. That's probably not.
Bro, okay. Again, with the thalassophobia, this game is out to get me with it. I'm just hurtling towards an infinite ocean.
This is terrifying.
There have also been whispers of the...
It's so scary. Okay. Yo, watch this clip that I hit on these fools. Watch this clip that I hit on them. Right? I walk up to this guy, imbue him with gravity, chop his head off with my hand. I take his head. He's intimidated from the intimidation skill. I throw his buddy's head at him. Gravity, push him off of the map, and then I'm like, nah, I'm not done with you.
In the VR space.
I pull him back in, break his back on the thing, triggers intimidation on the next guy.
VR has been fully
Boom! I launch him into the sky, and I'm like, no. You don't go to the sky. You are going to Brazil.
Frog. Shops, loot, the upgrade system, lore.
And then there's this last person which I clown on a little bit.
The environments and dungeons are beautiful in a way.
Look at this. Boom. Charge up the gravity punch. Weave the first strike. Boom. Out of the way.
That only this
block.
Team can make it.
Boom. So good.
Lastly, this game is the biggest fulfillment of a power fantasy ever. This game is...
And yes, of course it's worth $30. Anyways, I don't have anything else to talk about. This is my video. Go watch it. Give it a like. Please do. Alrighty. I'm signing off for today. This was never going to be an incredibly... this is never going to be an incredibly long stream. I've got food to eat, so... signing off.